Behind a quiet wall of steel and glass lies a secret archive of automotive myth, machines that cross the line between Hollywood fantasy and street legal legend. This is Clint Eastwood's private showroom of memory, where every pinstripe, every cog, and every exhaust note carries a chapter from a life spent chasing legends on screen and off. Some of these machines single-handedly rewrote what a car could be. Others vanished from history only to reappear in his garage. And at its overlook sits a single, elusive whisper, the mystery car that Eastwood has kept to himself for decades. And we'll reveal the last, most guarded secret only at the end. Car 1, 1968 Ford Mustang GT 390 Bullet. The Bullet Mustang, the car Steve McQueen made famous on film and Clint Eastwood's younger years, still felt the tremor of its chrome. The 390 Mustang was Ford's answer to a world-chasing speed, and its performance became a cultural symbol, a benchmark of how a machine could narrate an action scene without dialogue. Eastwood's collection embraces the myth of the anti-hero who outsmarts chaos with restraint. It's less about status and more about the moment a driver becomes a character. Ownership provenance is a badge of authenticity in the world of high-velocity legend. Car 2, 1957 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. The 300 SL Roadster emerged from the dawn of the jet age, a technical triumph that fused aerodynamics with a groundbreaking mechanical fuel injection. Eastwood is drawn to artifacts that embody craft without theatrics, objects that prove performance can be art. 3.0-liter straight-six, mechanical fuel injection, 240 horsepower, aluminum block and body, a weight savings that changes every turn. The car's interior is a lesson in restraint. Wood and leather speaking softly, instruments tuned like a precision instrument. The car's value lies not just in price, but in immutability of design. Restoration respects the era's engineering philosophy, preserving its original alloy and mechanical soul. Car 3, 1963 Shelby Cobra. The Cobra's racing lineage and the factory competition variant pushed design and engineering to the edge. Lightweight, nimble, and driven by a race-born heart, its performance reimagines what a street car could deliver when tuned for the track. Eastwood draws lines from the punch of cinema action to the physics of acceleration. This Cobra represents fearless engineering, the audacity to push a car beyond what the street can simulate, with the confidence of a director who knows when to cut and when to hold. This car's rarity is amplified by its factory competition status and Shelby's direct involvement, with provenance that bears the marks of a legend's collaboration. Car 4, 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda Convertible. The Hemi Cuda stands as a pillar of late 20th century American muscle, a high-performance version of a story about power, engineering pushback, and a brand's bravado on the road to dominance. Eastwood's collection respects the audacity of the era while recognizing the subtlety behind a tremendous machine. Among the few surviving Hemi convertibles, the car's rarity is a statement in itself. If this story speaks to you, take just a second to subscribe so together we can keep celebrating the art of timeless design. Car 5, 1956 Jaguar XKSS. The XKSS's origin is a tale of a factory fire, a rebuilding promise, and a car meticulously tuned to be both a race-bred creature and a refined grand tourer. Eastwood's taste leans into cars that carry dual identities, the performance heart with a refined exterior. The XKSS carries that duality, embodying the idea that beauty and brawn can exist with equal dignity. 3.4-liter straight-six, Weber carbs, race-bred internals adapted for the street, and a body built with a level of hand-finished precision that makes every edge feel carved rather than formed. One of few surviving XKSS that aren't just rare, they're revered as the bridge between Jaguar's race imprint and the road. Car 6, 1963 Shelby Cobra 289 Factory Competition. A second Cobra enters, but this one's a different heartbeat factory competition status. A car that embodies the synergy of Carroll Shelby's engineering and American racing ethos. The Cobra's inner life is about beating weight, bending power, and perfecting alignment. The competition version carries a heavy lineage, a platform tuned for endurance and speed in equal measure. Car 7, 1964 Ferrari 250 GT Lusso. The 250 GT Lusso stands as the living embodiment of art meeting engineering. The Lusso embodies Ferrari's early 1960s dream: elegant lines, refined performance, and an unmatched balance between luxury and speed. It's the bridge between race engineering and the luxury salon. Eastwood's collection values purity of design. This Lusso represents the pinnacle of automotive beauty balanced with a purposeful engine, a car that looks as swift as it is. 3.0-liter Colombo V12, 240 horsepower, 3 Weber carbs, early 12-sill engine notes, and a body with a strength that's nearly sculpture level. The car is nearly unaltered, preserving its original drivetrain and upholstery. This Lusso's preservation status is a crown jewel astonishingly original. Car 8, 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 429 prototype. In a bright spotlight sits the prototype that redefined what a promotional Mustang could be, an engineering marvel dressed in a color that never officially rolled off the line. The Boss 429 prototype is the intersection of NASCAR technology and street legal form, a car designed to sell speed in a world where advertising and engineering shared a single horizon. Eastwood respects the confluence of spectacle and substance, the way this car's story merges media, engineering, and culture into a single, unforgettable image. 429 cubic inches, a race-tuned block, a 4-speed manual, an interior brimming with special handling tags, and a color that defied standard production palettes. The prototype's rarity is nearly unrivaled. Its place in advertising history, as well as performance history, makes it a once-in-a-generation piece. Car 9, 1971 Ferrari 365 GT. The Daytona's 5-liter V12 was the engine that Ferrari used to push into the modern era of grand touring, a car built to be both fast and refined. Eastwood's ethos, where artful storytelling meets engineering precision, finds a sister in this Daytona. It's not just speed, it's narrative propulsion with elegant restraint. 4.4-liter V12 with a Weber carbureted orchestra, a lightweight body variant, aluminum components on select parts, and a cage of track-ready features that translate into a dramatic on-road presence. A symbol of rare, high-stakes design. Car 10. Mystery car segment. In the hush between spotlight and shadow sits a car that hasn't yet been named aloud in Eastwood's Hall of Legends, a machine that seems to exist on the edge of a whisper and a roar. This is the segment that binds Eastwood's life to the secret history of automotive destiny, the car that embodies the tension between screen world myth and street road reality. It's not simply a relic, it's a narrative device, a catalyst for memory, a reminder that the road is paved with discoveries you don't expect to find. As the show closes, the cars aren't just metal, they're a creed. Craft over trend, memory over myth, and provenance over hype. Eastwood's collection speaks in whispers and roars, a map of a life lived with restraint, courage, and reverence for the road.